did what they did, I did what I did. I guess it is what it is.
What?
Say to him.
They did what I did. They did what they did. I did what I did. I guess it's just what it is. Who put this? Who wrote this on the whiteboard to add to the album?
All right, so it looks like Cenat was not feeling that new Lil Baby album. Bro was sitting on stream with that music playing, looked like he was ready to turn it off. And from everything I've seen online, this was pretty much the general consensus when it came to this album. So let's talk about it. So Lil Baby dropped this album, Wham. It's his fourth studio album. It was released through Quality Control Music, and it came out on January 3rd of this year. The album's got a bunch of guest features on it from people like Young Thug, Glorilla, Future, Rallo Rodriguez, Raw Wave, Travis Scott, 21 Savage, right? It's got a star-studded feature list, and you would think with names like that on the album and Lil Baby's history in the rap game that when he dropped, people would be feeling it, but that is indeed not the reaction that Lil Baby has been getting, even though it seems like Lil Baby really thought that this album was gonna be the one, right? He's been facing a lot of criticism here lately, people saying that every song he puts out sounds the same, that his time is over, people ain't checking for him no more, the regular stuff that we hear when rappers quote unquote fall off. And it seemed like Lil Baby thought that this album was going to be the album to reverse that narrative, because before it ever came out, we seen him doing heavy promotion for this album. We started seeing signs pop up all over the place saying whatever Wham says goes, right? These billboards were popping up in Atlanta, they were popping up in Times Square in New York City, and Baby was even doing like drone shows to help promote it. I don't know if y'all seen them videos, but he was doing things like this right here to promote the album. Yeah, bro really went all out with the album promotion. And I'm sure right now has to be a confusing time for Lil Baby, because he did all this album promotion. He's got all these great features on the album. The album comes out. It goes #1 when it debuts. It sells over 140,000 records first week. Technically, it's a success, at least statistically speaking. However, when it comes to how the public is perceiving and receiving this record, most people are running with the narrative that it just isn't that special of a project. They're saying it's lackluster. It sounds like more of the same, and generally just people are unimpressed. This includes people like Cenat. Cenat is one of, if not the biggest streamer in the world. Dude has a massive platform and a massive audience, and he often reacts to new music when it comes out while he's streaming. Such is the case with this Lil Baby album. When it came out, Cenat decided, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a full playthrough. I'm gonna listen to it, and we seen a piece of his reaction at the beginning. Needless to say, Kai was not impressed.
They did what they did, I did what I did. I guess it is what it is.
What?
Say to him.
They did what I did. They did what they did. I did what I did. I guess it's just what it is. Who put this? Who wrote this on the whiteboard to add to the album? This is probably the worst song I heard so far. What?
Lackluster, like I said. Granted, there are people out there that are enjoying this Lil Baby album right now, but the majority has spoken, and they're not really rocking with this tape. And you can see this reflected in their opinions online, like this tweet right here that just simply says, Lil Baby album is ass, no hits, all misses. Or this guy that said, I ain't heard nobody playing that bullshit ass Lil Baby album yet. The label can't help you, gang. This has no replay value. It's just like his last album. And the more you look, the more of these types of opinions you will see online. Quite literally hundreds, if not thousands of people echoing the same sentiment. But for some people, Cenat's reaction to the album is surprising, because Cenat and Lil Baby, they have collabed in the past. Lil Baby has came on Kai's stream. They've kicked it. They've made some funny viral moments, right? Like this one right here. Some of y'all might remember this moment.
Okay, I'm definitely taller. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'm taller. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
I know what you had in your pocket with no top on it.
You said what?
You savage.
What you mean?
Look, show them what you got in your hand.
Okay, but you ain't see it though.
With no top.
What happened was I did it inside my pocket.
You ain't lying.
I mean, quit.
I found the top for you right now.
Oh. Yeah.
Classic Kai stream right there. But like I said, the two have history. They've streamed together. They've kind of built a little friendship out. But when Cenat was listening to this album, he didn't pull no punches. He kept it 1,000 and said exactly how he felt. And this is something we've seen him do in the past. Some of y'all might remember like the little back and forth that he had with Glorilla. She had dropped a song. It was put your left foot down, put your right foot down, right? Cenat was on stream reacting. He was like, nah, this ain't it. Even though him and Glorilla had a good relationship. And Glorilla was mad about that, but Cenat's opinion is so impactful that after he gave his opinion of that Glorilla song, the label pulled the budget for it. They stopped pushing that record and they moved on to the next one. So regardless of how you feel about streamers and what they do for a living, Kai's opinion is impactful. So when he's listening to this Lil Baby album and he's reviewing it and he's not giving a good review, obviously Lil Baby is gonna feel some type of way, and Lil Baby did feel some type of way and he does respond to it. But before we get to that, I want to play y'all the part where Cenat actually rates this album, because he doesn't give it a high rating, but he also doesn't give it a super low rating. He just kind of gives it a mediocre one.
If I had to rate it, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Out of 10, first listen, I'm gonna have to go 6.5, bro. Like,
A 6.5. Hey, that's not that bad. It could be worse. He could have gave it a 2 or a 3. He could have went with what the general public is saying and gave it a 0. But no, he gave it a 6.5, which is a generous rating. It's like mid-tier. I personally think Cenat could have been much more critical of what he was listening to, but he wasn't. And that probably had something to do with the relationship that him and Lil Baby has formed over the years. Regardless, Lil Baby was asked about this review that Cenat gave during an interview he did with Complex News. And Lil Baby basically tries to play it off like, nah, bro, Cenat is wrong. He just don't get it. He's too young. It ain't got nothing to do with the music. It's got to do with the age group that's listening to it. And the people that's saying it's trash are the people who are too young to understand it.
I to not have reviewed the project. Were you able to see that review, and what did you think of it?
I seen like little clips of it, but people like Cenat, I feel like they like younger. You know, like they ain't gonna really to understand how I'm coming. You kind of gotta be a little older to get it.
Who do you think is like the right age demographic?
That's something that's like changed anyway, because I never would think no age demographic good to like rate music unless you're like a music person. The screamers and the people who like do reviews is like they personal opinion.
So you're an artist who still like respects the opinion of a music pundit or like a journalist or someone who's...
I respect everybody's opinion. Everybody got opinions. Because that's a part of like the new generation. They don't even have that when I first started dropping it. You might got 1 or 2 people who do like reviews, you know what I'm saying? Now it's like more of a, I don't know what to call it, what it be now though. I could honestly see it be like, it's just like to go viral. I see people post like they hate a song, but they still playing the song.
And so that's kind of what you've stopped paying as much attention to.
I ain't never paid attention to that type, but now I just see it more. But I never paid attention to it, whether if it was a great review or not. I don't look at stuff like that. Not saying for me, I'm saying for anybody. Like I never go and watch somebody else review an album. I'm gonna listen to the album and feel how I feel, you know?
Now, I get where he's coming from with the part about I don't really listen to other people's reviews. I'm going to listen to it myself and come to my own conclusion. But at the same time, as an artist, not a consumer, maybe you should be listening to the critical reviews of your work. Maybe that would help you not receive the kind of feedback that you have been receiving from this album. I'm just saying, as a consumer, yeah, I really don't listen to a lot of people's opinions about music. But if I was an artist dropping music, I would probably hyperfixate on what everybody thought about it so I can make sure that I am pleasing my audience. But either way, you can hear in that interview he says that I think Cenat is just too young, which is kind of a crazy statement because Lil Baby is like 30 years old. Cenat is like 23 or 24. There's only like a 6 or 7 year age difference between the two of them. It's really not that big of a gap. So I kind of feel like that is a wild thing to say because y'all are pretty much in the same age group. Regardless, we we did have people reacting and responding to Lil Baby's interview with Complex. And people were posting things like this. At Kai Cenat is from NYC, and so am I at Lil Baby. He might be our little cousin's ages, but he's in tune, and not for nothing. I was expecting better, my guy. Production-wise, it sounds underground, basement vibes. I get it, but you gotta remember when people edit videos, etc., they hear things differently. And you had this dude that said, bro, I'm older, LOL. And to me, that tape was garbage. Not one person is reciting anything off that album, dog. This is the first time in my eyes that Lil Baby seems defeated. So not only are people not feeling the Lil Baby album, but they are not feeling his opinions either. And it might just be one of them things where, you know, we see artists come, we see artists go. Every artist has their time in the spotlight, and then it is over. And for real, it might just be that time for Lil Baby, because it's not like Kai Cenat and random people online sending tweets are the only people offering this kind of criticism. You had others doing the same, people like DJ Academics.
So I just want to tell all y'all Lil Baby fan pages trying to do something, please, y'all need to get y'all numbers up because it's looking pathetic. Second of all, let's just get down to the meat and potatoes. This Lil Baby album that was dropped was garbage. We got to keep it a bean. Didn't sound good. Didn't look good, but I do want to give credit to QC. Shout out to my man, of course, P over there. And I'll even give credit to Lil Baby. Hey, when I'm a big artist and I'm starting to fall off, my label's supposed to make me look good. And that's what they did. This Lil Baby album didn't sound sonically well. He didn't sound like he's back. It sounded like a man without a country, a man trying to make things happen. And I'll go into a qualitative review if you guys want me to. But it wasn't a good album. It was bad, okay?
Yeah, bro, it seems like across the board, people were not messing with this album, despite it going #1, despite it selling 140,000 first week. It seems like people aren't rocking with it. But that is the situation. That is what we got. Y'all gotta let me know what y'all think about it in the comments down below. Anyways, that's basically it for the video, guys. If you enjoyed the content, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, tap the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a video. As always, it's been fun rocking with y'all, man. I'm out.